Guys, what is going on? Back at it again with another Arbitrum ecosystem update. Your boy Hunter. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice, and of course, everything I say is my opinion and my opinion alone. That being said, let's jump right into it. Starting off with the first thing that affects every ecosystem in crypto, the SEC officially approves all spot Bitcoin ETFs, including VanEck, Bitwise, Fidelity, Franklin, Valkyrie, Hashdex, ARK Invest, Grayscale, BlackRock, WisdomTree, and Invesco Galaxy. This is from the account Watch Guru. And don't worry, guys, it's legit. This has about almost over 250,000 views, 10,000 likes, and the entire timeline is going crazy as we speak. This, of course, is right off the heels of the last video yesterday when the SEC's Twitter account got hacked and actually announced it a day early. That was a whole different story on its own, but it's great to see that the Bitcoin ETF has finally been approved. And who knows, maybe the Ethereum ETF is looming overhead. That's what people are saying. And apparently there are even some Congress people maybe even buying some buying Ethereum before a potential announcement, but who knows? All of this is speculation, but it's good to see that at the very least, the Bitcoin spot ETF has officially been approved. And yeah, I mean, frankly, my understanding is that what this essentially enables is the average person to essentially start accumulating Bitcoin technically through their 401ks, which is enormous. Not to say this is effective today technically, but although I know it's approved today, I'm not sure how it works with the whole 401k and kind of having portfolio companies including this into what you're putting into. But nonetheless, it's a pretty big milestone, I think, for the crypto and Bitcoin community. Bitcoin was released back, 14 years ago now, or actually I think it was 16 years ago. So it's pretty wild to see it finally actually like a thing in stock exchanges. Like that's insane. Anyways, let's move on. Talking about Arbitrum now, of course. AltLayer says, happy to announce Nitrogen, a public Arbitrum Orbit testnet using Celestia as modular DA is now live. Nitrogen is secured by working Arbitrum Nitro fraud proofs and integrates with Celestia Blobstream on Arbitrum Sepolia. Try out Nitrogen today. So yeah, very exciting stuff, guys. As usual, I'm going to make sure to try to announce or to mention every different Arbitrum Orbit chain that launches this upcoming year. There's going to be a lot happening, that is for sure. So, this is just the beginning. And the cool part about this one is that this is, in this case, using Celestia's Blobstream, pretty much like an alternative DA layer to Ethereum, for obviously Arbitrum Orbit. Actually, in this case, I think it's using Sepolia technically instead of Ethereum because it's a layer 3. But nonetheless, still really exciting stuff. I'm really, I keep on saying this, but I'm really excited to see from a technical perspective the different kind of like mixes and matches of Arbitrum Orbit chains we're going to see this upcoming year. Including like different DA layers, different tokens being used, different use cases being fulfilled through different chain architectures, rollups or any trust. Like there's going to be a bunch of stuff happening. I think this upcoming year with the experimentation of the Arbitrum stack. And I'm really excited to see it. So yeah, shout out to AltLayer for that announcement. And we're actually going to keep this one a little short today. I wanted to end off on this tweet I put out here, where essentially, and I'll click on my profile real quick so it's easier to see. Here we go. Bam. So I tweeted out earlier today a complete rundown of ArbitrumDAO proposals and initiatives as of January 10th, 2024. Reminder, these are all organized by members of the community, not the Arbitrum Foundation, besides like one in particular. Very possible I'm missing a ton here, so feel free to correct me on anything. And essentially, I go on to list all the different proposals that have happened or are happening or talking about currently within the DAO. I'll bring up this kind of very, very rough sketch of the DAO kind of proposal chart that I created earlier. So essentially, what's on the left, there's 3 different proposals that have already been approved and are essentially running, have already been completed and or are running. That's the short-term incentive proposal. There's a short-term incentive proposal back fund, as well as the Plurality Labs proposal. All of these proposals here are essentially asking for budget from the DAO, or have already asked for budget from the DAO to run either incentive programs or grants programs, and different things in between. Both of these steps are actually incentive-based, and Plurality Labs ended up running around, 12? Around 12 different programs around grants, retroactive public goods funding, research, and a whole bunch of other stuff for the ArbitrumDAO. And again, just as a reminder, none of these are ran by the foundation. This is completely community ran, which is insane, actually insane. There's a couple of ones that are currently being talked about and are in conversation. There's the long-term incentive pilot proposal, I think, program. There's the ArbitrumDAO procurement committee, which is supposed to, I think, kind of choose between different types of service and security providers for the Arbitrum chains to pretty much help secure the network itself from a security aspect. There's the grants DAOs, which essentially is the Arbitrum Foundation saying that they're giving around $250,000 or quarter million ARB to people who want to run grants programs on behalf of the DAO, which is great. And then there's the Stable Treasury Endowment Program, which is supposed to, if I remember correctly, take money from the Treasury and essentially reinvest that into real-world assets on the Arbitrum chain and give all that funding to the DAO itself. So a ton of things happening within the DAO, frankly. And I realized part of the reason why I did this post and why I made this graphic is because it's very hard to conceptualize and see what's going on. I think this post helps to do that a little bit. To the left is things that have already been passed and are currently in the works. And to the right are proposals that are being currently discussed and are in active planning. Again, you can read the full actual post that I put here. But I go into more detail on all these different proposals in the post itself. So feel free to take a look there. I'll put it in the comments below as usual, or the description below as usual. And that being said, as usual, make sure to check out the podcast Beneath the Layers. It's a community-focused show that your boy hosts on behalf of Offchain Labs, where I essentially speak with well-known entrepreneurs in the Web3 space and talk about their stories and how they've kind of built what they're doing today and essentially what they're interested in and whatnot. So definitely make sure to take a look. It's also on YouTube as well. You can take a look there. I think there's like a particular playlist you can listen to actually if you want to listen to all 6 episodes. So 6 or 5 or 6 episodes. But yeah. Anyways, that being said, thank you guys for watching as usual, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.